Hi guys, I hope you're well. I just wanted to bring some messages in from the galactics for you to help settle the rough energies possibly that you're going through at the moment or you're feeling. It's a very, very noisy environment. Obviously, I get caught up in it as well until I slow down and sort of breathe into safety is the message I got. So that's something that might be able to help you at this time, especially if you're absorbing a lot of other people's fear energy. Maybe you've got some difficulties at work because people's work environments are being, shaken up. But I was going to say up-leveled. So it's maybe, I want to say, unnecessary shake-up at work for people to get them out of their slumber. All right, so that might resonate for someone. I was told to tell you to slow down, to stop even, to breathe into safety, and why are you avoiding it? So that might resonate for someone. Why do you avoid it? You can get caught up in the day-to-day. It can be very intense, particularly if you've got like financial worries, etc. There is a plan though. It's working out in a very particular way for a particular reason, and we can't always know what that is at this time. So I suppose that is a test of trust and faith, and the more you can trust and the more you can have, I want to say, find your faith. If you've lost it over the years or you've newly discovered it, stay with it, commit to it. I'm getting commit to it. That might actually mean, that will help you, right? It might actually mean fending off people's interferences. I feel like what I can see is people seeing you finding your faith and are struggling then with the loss of power that means for them in terms of what impact they had over you at a certain time, for a long time, okay? So that could be like parents, friends, relationships, yes, of course. So there is like very much a fork in the road energy. People are going their separate ways. It's necessary. A change is usually good. Okay, so a change is healthy. I feel like you've got a lot of stagnant energy that may have built up over a long period of time. I'm sensing like deep, heavy, murky, yucky. Ugh. It's like low vibrational energy that you've taken on. I'm sorry, I'm so dizzy. I just nearly like fell off the chair. Okay, you've taken on over a long time. Okay, I'm very dizzy. Whew. Okay. And it's like not your vibration. It's foreign to you, and yet it housed in you. It took hold and sat with you for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years for someone, okay? And you know what? It's getting shaken out, so that's not going to be a pleasant process, but you're going to be a lighter, happier being. At the end of it, you're going to be your true being, right? So remember, we are multidimensional beings. The earth body is kind of the most boring part of our beingness, but it's also an exciting challenge, I want to say, for us. Okay, remember the last message was like, you chose this. Okay, so it's a bit of a challenge to be in these bodies, especially I feel from day one, right? But as you awaken, new challenges kind of pop up in that you want everyone else to awaken and you want to take them with you, and you want to fix all the world's problems, and you want to manifest and wave your wand and go, no, 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 this is the way. And you're going to have to just sit back at times, right? Like it feels like one of those times where a lot of us have to sit back and kind of let it play out a bit, which is disconcerting for a lot of us, okay? All right. I don't know where that was going, and then it just went off the cliff and it finished. Okay, so I've got some other messages here. I don't know. We'll just see where it goes, right? There's like a little bit chaotic energy here, a little bit excited energy, actually. That's good. It makes sense. I was getting that you're getting constant upgrades, so this can be a little rough, and to rest as much as possible. Now, the fun part is the message I got was those of you who are ready or almost ready are asked to prepare to go live in the next few months, i.e. come online, okay? So people will be approaching you, needing your guidance. They'll be sent to you soon. Nothing is an accident. Spirit prepares all this. You've been prepared for these roles for a long time, okay? You know what you're doing. Don't doubt yourself. You've done it in many, many past timelines, if you resonate with past lives, okay? If you don't, I don't know how this channel can help, because like the past is so present. The past is so present. This is why we must be gentle with ourselves, especially when we feel like we're doing endless healing, right? It's like you've lived a long time. The soul keeps coming into the body to finish old work, to solve old problems. So a lot of the people around you are the same old people from those times, right? You need a new strategy to deal with them. I'm getting, don't keep falling into the old ways of dealing with these people. Usually silence and boundaries will help. Okay, so fanning the fires, that's not going to help. So the past is very present in our field. It's a constant state of healing, but is also elevation as we heal and we retrieve past soul fragments back, releasing grief and trauma. And I want to say self-loathing. Be really gentle on yourself where you feel you've made a mistake. We've all made mistakes, right? A lot of us have made a lot of mistakes, right? Hello. But you know, it's part of the learning and growth, and there is a massive celebration in terms of your progress from your guides. They're very, very happy with you being conscious of where you've made mistakes, right? Hello. Suddenly you're conscious of it and you're really holding yourself back from making those same mistakes, right? They're happy with that. You should be happy with that. But don't go into sort of like self-loathing and repeating and like a mental loop of repeating the mistakes. No, that's easier than actually disciplining yourself to stop making the mistake and like clean yourself up, clean your act up. Do you know that? It's like much more, it's easier, more self-pitying. It's just like it's change is harder than like self-pity, I want to say, right? Wallowing is easier than change. So rather than wallowing, beating yourself up and all of that, how about just take several steps forward to change, right? To improve yourself, to improve the way you live, to improve the way you talk to yourself, to end the negative BS that runs through your mind, which may be patterning, maybe societal programming, right? There's been a lot of brainwashing for many, many years. It's like the society we grew up in wants us to hate ourselves. It wants us to tear out ourselves. It wants us to hate our bodies, right? And all of that was very successful for a long time. It's going to end now because it's sick. The whole thing was just twisted and dark, right? But we're going to be, sorry, something fell, I don't know. We're going to be part of the lights leading the way out of the darkness for a lot of people. We can't sort of badger them to awaken before they need to or before it's their time to awaken. So I really feel at the moment, detach from that energy if you need people to awaken right now. Your role is to fix yourself up, clean yourself up, get yourself together, you know, almost like put yourself together, because you're coming out in the next few months, right? You're going to step into your role. So we don't need all those people to awaken overnight because you're not, the phone just agreed with me, you're not ready yet, okay? Do you see it's like all timed to perfection because the universe is running it, so it's amazing, okay? All right, I just lost that train of thought, so let's just go to the next one, okay? They just cut it, right? Because that, like, you're a channel, you just bring it in, that's all you have to do, and you have to just deliver it, and then you pull back, and you don't, try not to go into ego and all of that, right? It's sometimes a challenge. All right, so you might feel unsteady at the moment. I feel quite unsteady in this, even this reading here, so I was like, oh, this is like, what's going on? I'm kind of half excited, half fearful, half just confused, all right? Three halves. So anchor into your higher heart and deeper spiritual knowing. In there somewhere under the muck and stress and bills and taxes and all, dysfunctional relationships and noise, old wounds, you know, difficult childhoods, under there is a spiritual knowing. It's peace. It's like a high vibration. It's so high, right? You're asked to access that, ask for it and give the space for it to come in, right? So you need to make a space for it. Just as if you were going to receive a guest in the house, you prepare the, ooh, got goosebumps. Okay, so that might be specifically for someone. You prepare the room to receive the guest. Now, they're saying, if you want us to come in and really do our work and be present with you, your guides, like the cosmic guides, right? Show us. Prepare the space. Don't just like offhandedly demand our assistance when you need, you know, a bill paid or you need an injection of funds or something like that. Okay, all right, let's just stop there and go, oh my God, okay, that's a bit stern. Goodness gracious. Right, so it's like a two-way flow. It's a respect, mutually respectful. I do pick this up, guys, because like when I get emails about I want an activation, I'm like, I detect the ego straight away behind it. I'm just like, no, you're not getting it, no. So that's generally not the case. So I rarely get that. In terms of the sessions I've been able to do recently, it's shrunk. So for the last year, it's about at 5 to 10% of what I was doing because of my own personal journey and battering and, oh my gosh, discombobulation, right? Constant growth, upgrading, falling back, healing, pulling more parts of the self in, rejecting old patterning, all that. That's been going on at a deep personal level for me, right? And so as a result, I've really shrunken how many sessions I can offer still. Into the near future, I can't really offer many at all. So but I'm saying occasionally I get the kind of like, I want a session for this. I want this activation. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. The ego has arrived before you did, mate. Like, where's your high spirit? Where's your deference to spirit? You're living in fear. I feel so when I feel egos like that, I just feel a lot of control and fear energy. And that's a lot of processing that has to happen at that person's level before I can tell them to do anything, right? So please be aware of that if you're going in kind of like a supermarket shelf aspect of spirituality. Oh, I want a bit of this now and a bit of that now. And excuse me, what? That's not how we approach spirit. We approach spirit humbly, in deference, in reverence, right? Depends on how like connected you are, like what you believe. I suppose the more you believe in like a higher power, beautiful, like the Holy Spirit, etc., I want to say the more comforted you're going to be in every single aspect. That's not to say that I'm saying, be Christian, etc. We know there are faults across the church spectrums, right? Like whatever, we know what mankind has done to spirituality, right? As it was not embedded as it was supposed to. It was mutilated, right, in many ways. So I'm certainly not selling a church. I'm selling your faith, your spirituality. Go find it, be with it, honor it, be true to it, be true to yourself. It's being true to yourself. So being true to your faith and your spirituality, coming from pure heart intention. That's why I kept getting this card, pure intention, one of my cards, okay? Coming online, cosmic rootedness, all right? Love without expectation. True, pure hearted intention, not wanting to take and gain. The universe knows your vibration, okay? So be really careful of how much ego you are bringing to the table when you interact with spirit. Even the kind of like, well, I want these gifts by now, and why isn't this working by now? All of it's according to a plan, and it's usually your plan. It's your blueprint, right? So if you're in that situation, I would much more sort of sit back and go, I absolutely understand that there's a greater unfolding. I may not know the reasons for it, but I defer to it, right? And we are all along the way, even with our projects, they might slow down, etc. And we just have to go, just release control, and sort of go, I trust the process. Like, I know that this is happening for a particular reason. I may not know the reason, but I trust that because I'm coming at this with pure intention to serve, to defer to the higher guides, my highest self, right, in the best and highest good of all. Now you can't trick the universe. If you are not vibrating at that truth, they're going to detect a kind of falseness about what your motivations are, and you'll be tested. I want to say, like, you'll be stretched further with less. And I just feel go back to square one with that and really feel into where you're truly at and talk. Just talk aloud to your guides. Release emotion. Maybe you've been trying to do too much. I want to say overcompensating energy. Like, it feels like you're making up for something that you maybe feel you did wrong before, or you delayed. Just come clean. Just turn up and be honest. Be honest. I want to say be fair. Be fair. So maybe there's something like you're being unfair about in a particular situation. Maybe you're trying to gain at someone else's expense. I don't know who that's going to resonate for, but the fact that it's coming through, I must deliver it, right? So I suppose just be really, really honest with yourself, all right? And ask your guides, what do you need from me? Where am I stuffing up? And just sit with it. And I feel feeling into it. You already know the truth about something that you maybe have been like false about. I feel like or not your highest self, like not your most high vibrational self is the kind of energy I'm getting. Oh gosh, I hope that helps someone, okay? Because that felt like it went off down a very particular path. Now, when I tuned in, I did get a lot of Native American energy, so that's beautiful. So I feel you, and the eagle energy, okay, eagle spirit. So I feel that's really important for someone to know that whether it's the ancestors you're working with or your the land ancestors, the owners of the land, they're so marvelous. My gosh, they're very, very high dimensional beings, very powerful. If you have any fear about who you're dealing with, I'm seeing another eagle. Actually, I've got a picture there, and I've got an eagle behind me there. If you're having any doubts or fears, connect to your the native guides of the land around you. I do feel they want to work with someone here. I'm also seeing like a lake or like a body of water, not a huge body of water, but it's like a lake with like sort of sandstone around it, on the cliffs or something like that, or the bluffs, I don't know. And I feel like you're being pulled to that spot to go and help heal it. I can see crystal energy around it and beneath it and around it. So there's like I feel that's like almost like, excuse me, needs to be activated by your presence there. So I feel someone's being called to an area, and go, be there and anchor some light there. You're powerful, the beings are powerful, and it will be a powerful activation for that spot, that land, and also the people that come to visit it. So it might be like it's a tourist spot, okay? Right. I also got some Hindu guides, which is just amazing. I mean, there is so much deep wisdom out there. A lot has been hidden from us. Okay, there is a lot of deep wisdom out there. I feel as open as you can be to multiple traditions that can help deepen your wisdom, right? And I have always believed in this, because that's how I've been brought into this, space, to take what resonates with you, because you are an old soul that has lived many lives, right? And you have traversed many traditions, though one may resonate with you more powerfully than others. Be true to that one. If that feels great and right for you, go forth in that, right? Otherwise, don't feel guilty about trying, testing, feeling into, celebrating, enjoying other traditions that maybe you weren't born into, because I want to say your soul recognizes them, right? And more than that, is hungry for them. Okay, so I'm getting that. I'm going to leave it there. I'm a bit spent, actually. Stay positive, seek harmony and peace, and that requires pulling back sometimes and holding back. You certainly cannot fix anyone else, especially if they don't want to be changed or fixed, and it's not their time to change, don't worry. Detach from that. It's going to take a lot of your energy, and your energy is needed in you, focusing on you, pushing forth your deeper healing that may be happening, right, where that resonates. But more I'm getting here like a preparation energy. You're getting prepared to come forth, to step forward, to fulfill your role that you came here to do. You're being prepared for that role, okay? So it's like focus on you. You don't need to worry about others necessarily right now. And that might be difficult for you because you're an empath. So you can't not worry about others. But it's like, well, we need you to sort of seal yourself off, because you are going to be doing some really, really important work for a lot of other people. So coming online, that could mean like launching a business, etc., or upgrading to a higher position, even if you're working for a corporate or something, where you can then like, what's the word? Mold, shape. Oh, goosebumps. Yep, that's particular for someone. That's important, okay? Goosebumps. Where you can mold and shape, redirect negative sort of energy. You're going to transform it into positive strategies. Okay, so that's amazing. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Okay, I hope that helped. I think I got everything. I don't know. Lots of love. Bye.